Good morning. I wanted to give you a small virtual tour of our course online so that you can be sure that you're finding everything that you need. When you come into the course, this should be your landing page, the instructor information. You'll see my picture here with Ron Clark. I was very fortunate to meet him last spring over at the Twin Rivers High School. Second thing that you'll see is a short video that I have made just welcoming you to the course. I am also the Technology for Teachers instructor, so I try to integrate as much technology into my courses as possible with the hope and the expectation that you will be able to do so as well. So that's the instructor information page there. Let's go back to the top here. I'm using Screencast-O-Matic to make this short clip. It's free, nothing to download. You can use it straight off the web. So let's go to the Getting Started button. You'll see underneath your Foundations tab there. The very first thing that you're going to see are the Blackboard requirements. And I do advise you to look at these. It's a PDF. It should open up pretty easily for you. It will talk about the operating system. You see here that the minimum, if you're a Windows person, you see here that the minimum that it will accept is XP. It'll also use Vista 7 or 8. Most everyone, I think, is probably running a minimum of XP. Processor, the memory, honestly, probably the most volatile piece in this information here is your internet connection. We all know that Southeast Missouri is not exactly the hub of speed for the internet. Broadband is a wonderful thing if you have access to that. If you are like me and you live in a rural area, I live in the hills of Bloomfield, and I have fairly reliable internet service, but because of my location, basically what I have is the only thing that I can get. Not incredibly fast, but is reliable. So that's probably going to be the most volatile thing that you're going to do. So after you've looked at those particulars there on the requirements, I'd like for you to look at Navigating Blackboard. If you'll go into this tab, it will show you, let me switch here to the student's view so it'll look a little bit more friendly to you. If you go into the Navigating Blackboard, there are a few tutorials here, and these are all created by Blackboard. How to upload assignments, how do you create a thread, how do you create a post, looking at grades. If you're familiar with Blackboard, I'm sure that you're all already, comfortable with all of that. But if this is your first online course, it would be a really, really effective use of your time to look at this Navigating Blackboard. All right, let's go back to Getting Started. The next item you've got here is the Teacher Education Handbook. This is the same handbook that is present in all of your EDUC courses here on campus. I'm sure you've seen it before in 201 or in tech. Just make yourself familiar with a few things. One thing I would like to point out, and we like to always go over this every semester, is the grade breakdown. EDUC courses, education courses, are on an elevated grading scale. An A starts at 92%, a B starts at 84%, you can see there. C starts at 76%, and so forth. There is an overall GPA requirement cumulative of 2.75 for admission to 4-year programs, so keep that in mind as well. All right, let's go back to that Getting Started tab. This next section, the MyPEC course outcomes, these are, as you can see, the initial professional education competencies as designed by DESE, the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. There are 9 standards. There are a total of 43 substandards underneath them. If you're interested in looking at those in great detail, you can click on this link and it'll take you directly to that link. Throughout your education career, you are going to meet and accomplish not only these 9 standards, but those 43 substandards that we talked about as well. In this particular course, in Foundations of Education, these are the outcomes that we are working toward this semester. Looking at the historical and the philosophical foundations of the American education system. We're going to discover how our schools are funded, how they're organized. You're going to write a personal philosophy of education. We're going to look at effective and ineffective schools and teachers. We're going to look at strategies. We're going to look at those state standards which drive our curriculum, and then we're going to look at some current trends and issues. Okay, so let's go back to our final piece of the puzzle, which is our course syllabus. Right here is our course syllabus. I'd like for the next thing that you do is open up that syllabus and look over that. It'll give you an outline of the projects that we're going to do this semester. It'll give you information about academic tutoring and services that we offer here at Three Rivers, and it'll also give you contact information.